writing some prompt poetry. I'm in a hotel room for the week, so we're gonna get a little more of these in this week. Wanted to be live a little bit earlier, and I'm a little bit late getting started. I laid down and kind of passed out after work, but I've got my dinner. I'm gonna start eating, let people start showing up. If you're watching this after the fact, you can skip ahead a little ways and you'll probably find some poems, but I'm gonna let people start showing up and we'll write some poetry using prompts from chat. So stay tuned for that. First things first, I need my notebook. Uh-oh. Which I definitely have. I definitely have my notebook, right? I do, okay. Notebook acquired. And owie. Ouch. Okay. I have a notebook and a fresh pen. And I have crab rangoon and some food. So I'm gonna let people show up. I'm gonna do some dinner eating, so I'm not a cranky SOB as time goes on. So I'll try to keep my chewing to a quietness. Maybe I'll just be muted while I'm eating, actually. Yeah, sorry, I am streaming late and I fell asleep after work, so I'm slamming some food while people show up, while I wait for people to trickle in. I pinged that I was live in the Discord, so should be a few people coming in, but I have myself muted while I'm eating so I don't bother anybody. But I have the notebook and I'm ready to do some poems. If you have a prompt that you'd like me to start working on here, that would be awesome. Oh, but I'm gonna mute myself again. Actually, I don't know if I actually posted in the Discord that I was live. I'll check that real quick. Maybe. Oh, maybe I'll crash everything. Hey, Yuda, how's it going? Good to see you, good to see you. There it is. How's your night going? Hopefully good. So what I do here is I write poetry or poems using prompts from chat, usually 1 to 3 word prompts. If there's something that you'd like a poem written about, or just want to throw me a challenge or a curveball that's within reason, feel free. I take about 10 to 15 minutes to write them, and then I'll do a read back on stream. I have a book that I have been filling up with poems as we go, and I've actually published a book with poems contributed by Stream here that's out already, and we're working on volume 2 now, which is kind of a neat project. It's been a lot of fun. But I hope you're having a good night. Wherever you're at in the world, maybe it's daytime for you. Well, I fell asleep right after work, so I'm eating some food before I get started here. But I've wrote a few poems before. They're not exactly poems, but songs. That's awesome. I have never been very good at writing songs because the metering, like writing to the meter, is very it seems like it would be very easy coming from poetry, especially the way that I write poetry is very structured and very traditional, where like I write with usually 3 stanzas or 4 stanzas, 4 lines per stanza, and then A B rhyming scheme, which is very traditional. When everyone thinks of a poem, that's how they think. It's like Dr. Seuss kind of deal. But I cannot translate that to a song. Like, and I can't read music. I've tried to write songs, and like I'll be driving and try to do a little bit of singing, and I just can't grasp it in a way that I'm comfortable with. But it is something that I think would be very fun to try and do. Sorry if my chewing is making bad sensory for anybody. I'm trying to do it quietly. What got you started into songwriting, Yuta? Because that would be something that I've always wanted to try to do, but never been able to enough to feel comfortable like continuing. I'll think of 3 or 4 things that sound good together in my head, but then I can't do a whole song around it as the idea develops. And then those 3 or 4 lines will just live in my notebook, kind of on their own for the rest of eternity. That is the rubberiest egg roll I think I've ever had in my life. No, thank you. Ugh. Not doing that again. Sorry you all had to see that. That was bad. That egg roll was not good. This texture. I don't know if the flavor was good. The texture was too distracting to even taste it. Okay, I'm gonna close this. I'm gonna treat myself with a little crab rangoon, and then we'll get started on some writing. That's okay, Yuta. You don't have to apologize. Hey, Jill. Welcome, welcome. Sorry, caught me with my mouth full. I was getting some dinner down while people were showing up. I fell asleep right after work. It was tasty. I liked the chicken. The egg roll, I won't take another bite of, but I think that was mostly texture. Oh, excuse me. Okay, I'm on the first page. I haven't started writing anything yet this evening, actually. I was waiting for people to show up, and then I've asked for prompts a couple of times. Yuta popped in, said hello, and then popped out. Had to go brush their teeth, it looks like. But I haven't received a prompt yet, Jill, if you've got one. I was gonna start digging into my beverage and trying to do another one of those kind of in the moment poems using the can, but I got kind of hit blindside using CapCut with my video editing. That's where all of my video files were like kind of compiled. So my video that I was going to make on Sunday, I didn't have a way to put it together, and I just haven't looked for another way to do it yet. Actually, is that light? That might be distracting. There. That might not be distracting. I don't know. Maybe it was good to have another light source, but... Oh, how's your night going though, Jill? Hopefully it's been peaceful since the last time we talked. Wasn't that long ago, considering the Discord, but... With that thought, when the world stops. When the world stops for Jill D. We'll start this one at 11:20. Excuse me. It's been okay. Holiday today. Stock market closed, so I had a day off. That sounds good. We traded this day off to get an extra day off at Thanksgiving. I think is how I ended up working today. I got flown to our main like headquarter location to work on a project down here this week, and the project is, I don't really need to be here. I don't really have to be here, but they offered it to me and it's per diem, so yeah, sure, I'll go. But it's a week in a hotel room and I'm not really doing anything that someone else couldn't do. Like, I don't have any real purpose to be here. Oh wow, yeah, it's been pretty nice up here. I mean, I won't say nice. I would rather it stay cold, but we've had wet, warm the last couple of days. It's no good. You can keep it. Man, I ran myself into a roadblock rhyme, like on the first stanza. I got to the ending already, but now I can't work my way backwards. I'd like to send it back your way. Not a fan of this cold. Yeah, I'll trade you. I'll see what I can do. I wish I had the lo-fi. I wish I had the music going. Actually, hang on. I might have a solution here. I was upset because I couldn't, the camera and the microphone combo on my laptop are pretty bad. Just my laptop sitting on the desk, the microphone is like half peaked because of the fan on my laptop. I'm surprised the iPhone doesn't pick it up more, but something about the onboard mic, it's always like on the laptop. The same issue I'm having with my main computer now at the house. I'm looking at potentially upgrading my computer because I can't do voiceovers. I can't do my poetry right now with that fan. I took my computer apart to try to clean it over the weekend because it had some dust buildup on the fan blades, and I made it worse. Like, I cleaned what I could see out of there, but now when I put it all back together, it's rather than an intermittent, every once in a while makes noise, now it's just a constant, and it's enough for my microphone to like chop on. I've tried messing with the gate, I've tried messing with the pickup, and I can't get it out. My voice and the fan are too close to the same. So when I try to edit out all the noise, it takes clips of my voice too. But I think I should be able to play the lo-fi off my laptop from the studio. And what the hell is going on here? I'm trying something. Sorry, I got distracted. I'm chasing my brain here. Media assets. There we go. I don't know if that'll make it into this stream, but I'm playing it here, but not streaming from here, and then moving it over to the phone, hopefully. That is really pingy, though. Hey, I appreciate the shout out, Jill. Thank you. I didn't have the means to link it while I was posting in the announcements channel, so I appreciate that. Yeah, hopefully it's not overpowering. If it is, I can turn it down. I usually have it about here. Well, no, I usually have it down more. There. Something besides me in the silence, or you in the silence. I'm here anyway. I am the silence. How's Shelbert and the pups? Good. Um, I'm not home, which kind of sucks, but pups are doing good. Cold weather is getting everybody kind of rambunctious. They would like to unwind and get outside, but the warm days have been nice for that. Sheep's been doing good on New Year's stuff, going to the gym. Like, it's been good. The last couple weeks have been a good shifting into a new mindset going into the new year, and like it's been nice to maintain those goals and that kind of stuff. I finished my first book for the first time since I was like 18, as embarrassing as that is to admit. I have read many books since I was 18, but I have not finished one. I've read like 2/3 of it, half of it, and then I'll put it down and I just won't pick it up again. I read a book that I had tried to read last year and put it down like halfway through. And I picked it up and I reread it starting on New Year's or sometime around then and finished it all the way through. I finished it last week, so that was really cool. I got off work and then just sat on the couch and read it and finished it. And that felt good. That's been one of my big things. And it might be normal to book people, but I ordered the next book in the series like immediately. It's a fantasy story. Like it's a fantasy novel. It's the same crap I would read when I was a teen. Like the stuff that makes my brain work. But yeah, it was a nice style of reading. It was The Black Tongue Thief by Chris Buhlman. It's a very good read. That's time, 25:43. So 14 minutes, 23 seconds on that one. We'll see how it hashed out in the end here, Jill. When the world stops. For Jill, and I wrote this in 14 minutes and 23 seconds. Some moments stop clocks ticking. Frame by frame, my movie plays on. I wish it would stay still, but no screaming or kicking will keep these memories from being gone. I don't know if it's adrenaline or coincidence of fate. It doesn't matter what kind of hurry I'm in. I'm always hoping this world makes me late, for that means a keepsake memory is made. Cherished seconds of emotional learning. I wouldn't be upset if every plan I'd ever laid was thrown off by our world not turning. It feels weird to read them out loud to the phone now. Like I'm so used to the microphone setup and hearing myself in the feedback. I feel like I'm not reading them loud enough now. But I don't want to like yell at the phone. Yeah, I think it came out good. I like it. It's kind of there's kind of some clunkiness, but I like how it came out. Yeah, thank you for the prompt. I think I'm gonna have enough prompts by the end of a couple of these books where I could do like the Soulless edition and the Jill edition. I could have 2 books that's just you guys prompts. I don't think it would be a problem at all, actually. I think when I add them all up, you and Soulless have more prompts than everyone else combined. It's kind of awesome. I appreciate the Hey Soulless. I heard my name the second I logged on. Yeah, I was talking about the number of prompts I have from Jill and you. I think I could do like special editions of prompt books where it's the Jill edition and the Soulless edition. Are we the crazy stalkers? No, I don't think so. Like, you're my people. I think. I don't know. I don't know who's on the other end of the camera or the computer, I guess. But I know your username and your avatar, and I guess Soulless I know a little bit more about because of Instagram, but but yeah. No, I don't think you're crazy stalkers. And for legal reasons, please don't. It could be a light and dark version. Yeah, that could be fun. The duality of stream and have it be your usernames intertwined. Yeah, me too. Oh, yeah. My computer being apart and having to clean the fan and stuff, I didn't make my Ko-Fi posts for the weekend and just completely spaced it. I need to remedy that. Jill is more on the lighter side of prompts. Hopeful. You each flex different parts of my creative writing, and I appreciate them both equally. Speaking of Soulless, I have had a prompt from Jill. Do you have something that you've been brewing on for a while? I can scope the Discord, actually. I can check the prompts dump. Maybe. Right, I have a mouse. I brought a mouse with me. I'm just refusing to use it. Poetry Workshop, there it is. Pet/animal mischief. Good analysis, yeah. Let's see. There's the DMs. Let me pull up the DM. So I think there's one in here. Gotcha. Okay. I missed this prompt one. I saw the social media post, but not the prompt that came right before it. That's on me. Let's see. I've got a few good ones in here, actually. Stepping between corpses of the uninjured. Okay. I'm gonna take that one. I'm not sure how I'm gonna shorten the prompt when I move it into the book, but I'll figure that out. Oh, not to toot my horn, but did you catch the When the World Stops poem, Jill? I didn't use the word the. I'm still on that kick. Soulless D. I have an idea. You know those books that you print half one way and flip the book on the back end and it flips direction? I have never seen that, but that idea I find very astounding. I like that a lot. Huh. Okay. That could be pretty cool. All right, let's start this one at 32, 34, 35, because it took me that long to write. Solus's dark side first half, Jill's lighter side back end. Yeah, that could be fun. The duality. That could be super fun. I might make a channel in the Discord for this idea, and it'll just be you, and me that have access to it. That would be kind of fun. And then when we get to, I think it's 106 prompts, so it would be 53 prompts from on each side. I like that idea. I like that a lot. I had never even thought about that. I've never seen a book that does that, Jill. That's kind of mind-boggling. Because you can do that. It just requires formatting it a little differently. But how? How the hell do you format that? I'll figure it out. I will find a way. That sounds cool as shit. Yeah, I think I understand what you're how it works. You get to the halfway point and then the whole book turns over. Oh, that's getting big brain schematic spider webs, Solus. My brain is too smooth for that, I think. I like the premise, but I don't think I would actually have the willpower to follow through on doing that for an entire book. Like making each poem connect to the next poem. That would be. We are smart enough. Yeah. I. I. Man. Yeah. That could be fun. I like the duality idea. I was thinking of you using some of those poems you've already written with our prompts. Like in the previous streams or in the last book? In the Prompts of Summer. You guys are really, really kind and very motivating. I hope that you both know how much I appreciate that. Like, it's really easy for me to get into my own head, especially about streaming and like recent streams. Yeah, okay, so they'll be in this book. That'll be cool. Oh, well, I should probably make sure they're not already in the rough draft of Prompts of Winter, because they might be, but they can be in two places. It just depends on where they got published first. You got to notate that in the front of the book to make sure copyrights are correct. But anyway, sorry, braining. I really appreciate the kindness and support that you guys. So if I was to do a book that is just the two of you, that's the like the duality thing of like the hopeful and that stuff. These notebooks are 106 pages from front to back, so 53 is enough. Well, probably not, because I'll probably add a couple too if I want to. It's not all on you guys for the prompts, so we can split that. We can split that evenly, at least. But yeah, I was talking about if we did like the Jill and Solus edition. I like duality. I would have to play with that a little bit. 105 in one of them. I have a page. That's true. Yeah, I need to mail that piece of paper to you still. That one I wrote for you is on a piece of printer paper, not out of a notebook. But if we got really fancy, okay, how annoyed would you be as the reader if every single page you did this? If we did a dark and a light and a dark and a light and a dark and a light and a dark and a light all the way through the book, I would be rather frustrated, I think, if I had to keep moving my book around like that. But I was just thinking about that. Like, that would be kind of neat. But I think it makes more sense to have them like set out. Man, it would be easier with the flipping if you only did it once, for sure. It would be unique. Yeah, it would be unique. That's What's the phrase? Just because you're unique, or just because you're different doesn't make you better, or just because you're unique doesn't mean you make you valuable. The back of the page is the other side. Ooh, okay. That could be fun. God, formatting that is going to be a nightmare. Huh. I could probably figure it out, though. Can we talk about not wearing sunglasses while indoors on a Zoom chat and seeing the person's aggressive FOMP screen reflection? Sorry, that sounds pretty funny, but we can talk about that if we want. I try not to wear sunglasses inside anyway because I don't wear my hat backwards all the time inside, or say bra. Like, unironically, I do say bra quite a bit, but it's usually ironically. Soft bra. And that's time 47:12. Okay, so just shy of 15 minutes. Let's see, 23, So 14:37, a little over 14 and a half minutes on that one. Let's see, let me peep this thing. I'll have to zoom in on that to see what you're trying to see, what I'm supposed to see. I can see the big ass reflection, but yeah. This is Stepping Between Corpses of the Uninjured. Prompt request for Solace, and I wrote this in 14 minutes and 37 seconds. Now, let's cut the music for this one. I've used terms like dead on my feet to explain my tired soul away. But now that I've met all men I care to meet, I'm convinced most of them haven't lived a day. Shells of objectives, chasing deadlines, struggling to match their neighbors' paces, white picket tombs, tolling bells of dinner times, a mask of success covering dead men's faces. I walk through a graveyard from 9 to 5, grinding away like my peers. Have I ever truly felt alive? Answering this is one of my biggest fears. And back to the lo-fi. I like that one. I would like to do a full reading of that one when I get home. I like it a lot. Thanks, Jill. I do like writing that style of poetry every once in a while. It used to be a lot of what I wrote. I wonder if I can still access my old My Poetry page. I used to publish all of my poems to a website that's long since been delisted, or it's not delisted, it still exists, but it doesn't get updated anymore. I almost feel not okay, like you're in my head and better at articulating my thoughts. Okay, thank you for that. Thank you for the correction. So I'm not even good at articulating my own thighs, Solus. I definitely wouldn't be any good at yours. My own or my own enemy. But I used to publish all of my poems to a website called my-poetry.com. And I published under the pen name Invisible Poet because I was very timid and hated the thought of somebody knowing that I wrote poetry. It was just a thing that I wrote. It was just a thing I did as a kid to, it was my move. That's how I hit on you. That's how I let you know I was interested. I would pass you a little poem that I wrote for you. And I started writing poetry on there a lot. And now I can't even access the account anymore. The website has been not supported, so you can request your password, but they never email you the reset. So I can still get into my account every once in a while when I go to the website, and it generates 5 random poems from everyone on the site. And if you refresh it enough times, one of my poems will come up on the list, and then you can click on the author. You can click on the author and it'll take you to my page. So I have a web link saved, or I did have a web link saved of my poetry login. Let's see if we can do some, if I can get logged into this and we can do a read back of my cringe poetry. That'll be a whole stream in itself. There is a typo. Earl not found. Okay. Can I do this one? Not found. Did they actually delist the website this time? No, okay, it's still here. I'm gonna have to find. Yeah, there's a lot of poems on the My Poetry thing that are exactly that. They are romantic, like 15, 16-year-old me, like doing my best, and they are cringy as hell. I'm gonna have to find that and do a stream, maybe a full YouTube video of me reading my old poetry. That would be fun. That would actually be fun. I'd have to probably explain a lot of context, but I will not be doing that because that ruins it. But no, stop that. Get that ad out of there. Invisible poet. No, that doesn't take me anywhere. That sucks. I tried this once before, but it didn't work. Valentine's Day is just around the corner. Yeah, that's true. That is true. Oh man, that's not that's coming up fast. I don't like that. Oh, can I random list of authors? I don't want that. Can I search authors? No. Of course not. Why would they have that? Oh, it doesn't even... Okay, these ones still reset. Wow, can I turn on ad block? Oh, there's just a bunch of bots on here now. Do a reading for Valentine's Day? Yeah, I could do that. Sober, sober, so sober, banana fofober? What's going on, Chris? I read your message. I hope that that made you smile. It feels good, and I am still sober, so I appreciate you. Let's see. Oh man, come on. No, unless there's any more prompts come in, I'm probably done cooking tonight, Solus. Maybe I might do one more, but we're at a pretty good stopping point. It's my usual ending time. But I'm just trying to find this. I want to find the link and do a couple of readbacks. Man, okay. Let me try this again. Copy this, open you, paste there. No, I needed a slash, yeah. Slash. All right. When all else fails, we go to Google. Control V. We're trying this again. I'll find it. Nope. I just don't remember my password for it. Let's see, it was in Wrong password. Click here to reset it. Yeah. And then we never get the reset email. Did your toes take the brunt of your forward movements before your mind trampled over itself? It's a long prompt. Getting in your own way? No, that doesn't really sum that up. No, you have nothing to apologize for. It's no apology necessary at all. I'm trying to think of how I would condense that prompt into 3 words, but still maintain like what it is, because there's a lot going on there. It's not just getting in your own way. It's like getting in your own way to the point of causing yourself like physical detriment, but also mental detriment because your mind trampled over itself. So your mind doesn't give a shit about your well-being. Okay, let me. You're telling me that you're gonna try to send me an email. It says email sent. I don't believe you. Oh, it happened. Oh my God, it came through. Let's go. Wait. Go back. Go back to where that was. What the fuck? I saw it. What the hell? I saw it. Where the hell did it go? Why are you showing me messages from 2014? Knowing the right path. Intrinsically knowing the right path is very difficult. Okay, I saw the email. Oh, and then Outlook crashed because it is stupid. Wait, what the hell just happened? There we go. Reset your password. Let's go. I found it. Okay. That's insane. It worked this time. I guess I was just making up a bunch of nonsense before. Maybe? Let's see if it'll let me in. What the oh my God. This website has sold out so many ads. Not interested, not interested, not interested. Okay, my poems. There we go. Okay, I got in. I'm in. I'm sorry if you're popping off, Jill. I hope you have a good night. I'm sorry that it took me so long, but we got there. The very first poem I ever posted on mypoetry.com, June 23rd, 2008. So I was 14, not quite 15. Okay, this is the very first poem I ever wrote online, that I ever put out for the world to see. Let's see if I can read it. Oh dear fuck, it's so bad. This one's actually published too. It's submitted to submitted to some poetry book, but I'll read it real quick while you're still here. The title of it is My Symbol. Look at my symbol. Look at what I represent. All my life changed, so now I cry and I repent. You made me into something I'm not. On my chest sits your brand, burning bright and hot. This symbol is known throughout the land. So now I sit here in this cell, thinking about what I did. Maybe when I die, I'll go to hell. Maybe my coffin will have no lid. And the angels will gaze down upon me, seeing my symbol and crying. I wear it for the world to see, constantly hurting, constantly lying. There's a story behind this poem, and it was a hypothetical situation that me and another person made up, and it was based off of a music video or some shit that we saw in school, and this dude got a swastika tattooed on his chest, and he got like he didn't have that affiliation or those beliefs, and he got drunk or something else happened and got that tattooed on him, and we had to write something. I wrote a poem, but I think my friend made a music video out of it or something. If I don't remember, it was a long time ago. We were freshmen. Yeah, I was a freshman. So that's the first one I ever wrote that I put online. That was, let's see, new sticker idea, respect the Mohawk. That'd be a good one. An artist on his way to excellence, young writer using what they learned, not bad at all. Let's see, my poems. And then there's all kinds of stuff on here. Color of Night. This one's about my eyes. This is one of those ones I used to my little seduction poem. Yeah, let's point of view. I'm putting the moves on you in high school. I pass you this note. You open it. What color is the night? It's the color of my eyes, that which feels no light and hides all worries and lies. I'm admitting to being a liar. I'm telling you my eyes hide the lies. I use them to my gain. They lure oh so well, never being one to feel pain, never being the one that fell. The color of the orbs within my brooding head, all happiness absorb and can make the living drop dead. I hide these deadly things from the innocence that living in this world brings. I have sacrificed my conscience so that I might not feel hurt. It is only dark, I have not lost sight. I feel this I must assert, for my eyes are the color of night. It just makes me like, I see this in your mind as young and cringing, but it's still good and shows the growth. Yeah, I appreciate that. I was very proud of them then, and now I read them and it's like, oh buddy, every teenager feels that way. It's not, there was nothing special about how you were feeling. You just put it into words. How cute is that? Yeah, right. Oh, this one's, man, this poem's title is Crush on Ex's Best Friend. Yikes, I'm not gonna read that one. Not right now. I'll read that in the dump. I'll do a YouTube video of reading all my old poetry. That'll be fun. No contest. Oh, that's a trigger song. Yikes. Not song, but poem. Okay. I found it and I am able to log into it, so I am definitely going to do a video of me reading my old poetry, and I'll do a little. I'll make that a thing. That'll be fun. Oh, I hope that you guys have a little emo. Yeah, buddy. I had shoulder length hair and I painted my nails. Like I was in the phase. Wasn't just a phase. I just grew out of it. Is that the expression? I didn't grow out of it. I just stopped doing the styling. I still listen to sad boy music, and that's my whole shtick. You can ask Sheeb about me and my sad boy music. It's pretty bad. We have a shared playlist, and it pushes songs from both of us onto it, and it's like a variety of music, and then every other song is like me and my sad shit music. But I appreciate both of you, and I'm very excited. I will make the channel in the Discord, and I will make sure that you have access to it. That is just for our little side project. And thank you guys for being here, and I'll see you in the next one. It should be tomorrow night, hopefully longer and a little bit earlier in the evening. I'm going to shoot for 8 p.m. EST to go live. That should be my target time, and if I run a little bit late, it'll be as close to that as I can get it. But thank you, and I hope that you guys have a beautiful rest of your night.